at mams. Let me go on Misfits, etc. But that's the one thing I didn't want to be in it. I didn't want to be that kind of person.
Bro's just out in the whole Twitter
I know.
space. Holy fuck. It was meant to be a catch-up thing, bro. Just added the fucking whole Twitter space. I want bigger numbers than KSI. Like, I will get it. I want bigger numbers than KSI. I want double his views. I want double his streams. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you realize how fucking tough that is?
What's going on, YouTube? We hope you're all blessed. Welcome to the Stay Blessed podcast, the #1 rated podcast in the world. First episode. Impulsive, hold that.
Hold that.
Hold that.
Logan's screaming at us right now.
Yeah, he's crying right now. They're shaking. Now we're back, bro.
Well, I say we're back. We say we're back. No one knows that we're back on this channel, on these channels, do they?
That's facts.
No one actually knows.
That is true. Well, we'll get into that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But we did, to cut it short, we used to do a little cheeky podcast, you know what I'm saying? And then we sacked it off. Yeah. But now we do our own things. But let's start this episode with introducing ourselves.
Okay.
Because who the fuck are we? We are Randys. These people have no idea who we are.
They don't have a Scooby-Doo, mate.
Well, they do, but they don't.
Well, yeah, I have more subscribers than you do, so.
Oh, yeah.
Hold that.
Oh, yeah. Hold that. Gosh.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, I rate that. That's cold. That is true. That is true. The fame's getting to his head, bro.
No, it literally is, bro. Literally.
All right, well, as you're so famous, you go first. Who the fuck are you, Randy?
My name is Dan Kent. Formerly known as Dan Talks Fighting. That's the YouTube channel name these days. And I work in a bar, which is nice and fun. Used to work in social media, so hence why we're now on social media. 1 + 1 = 2, as they say. And now, yeah, I'm looking to just dabble in this social media scene, really, and see where the hell it takes me. I'd love to do more, like this channel that is on right now, Dan Talks Fighting. It's obviously all about YouTube boxing, KSI, Jake Paul, etc. But I'd love to kind of branch out and do other types of content, like vlogs, podcasts, etc. You know what I mean? It's been a long time since we've
it has been a long time. But it's quite funny, like,
yeah, I find enjoyment from
it. Else is like, it's quite funny the fact that we're doing it again, because we had a little chat in the car about starting the podcast up, and I was just so adamant to do it, because I was like, oh no, we're just gonna do what we did last time. I can't be asked, like, let's allow it. But I'm actually kind of excited that we're doing it again.
Me too, man. It's fun. It keeps us, what I noticed a lot about when we've done it before is it kept us accountable. So we were talking to each other quite a lot about, you know, our goals, what we want to achieve, etc. And then if one of us weren't on that and kind of slacked off, the next episode, it was like, okay, well, what have you done towards your goals? So it was really good for all of us to kind of come to one space to talk about what we want to do and how we're going to do it. So I'm glad though. It's just talking about life, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Like, well, we have these chats in the car and stuff, so let's just create a video out of it. Yeah, exactly.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
Well,
introduce yourself, big man.
So I go by the name of Fatal. That's my actual government name. No middle names or second names. It's just Fatal.
Stop the cap.
No, I go by Fatal. I'm a music artist. I'm the founder of Fatal Finds on YouTube. I'm a content creator. I'm a TikTok superstar.
Slaps on mute. Come on.
I slap on mute. Let's fucking go.
Bro, TikTok are fucking nuts, bro.
Mate, I'm the king of slapping on mute. Trust me. I'm the goat of it. Like, don't worry about that. And I'm humble. That's who I am.
That's facts. You are humble. If you search humble in the dictionary, it comes up with Fatal. That's what it says.
Nah, like you asked me who I am. I'm just gonna list up everything that I am.
Yeah.
I'm a pending platinum artist.
Okay, nice.
And no, I'm very into mindset too, especially when it comes to like building a mindset. I don't drink. I don't know. I'm an interesting character once you get to know me, but I can also give a lot of love.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that one? Huh?
Stick around and find out, you know what I'm saying? Throughout the episodes, like the people will find out a bit more about us, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta like subscribe, stick around and enjoy the ride. But let's have a little catch up. Like what have you been doing like since, you know, I'm gonna shout out Unstructured because that's what it was called when we were doing it.
Yeah.
What has Dan Kent been doing since Unstructured?
Okay, well, for anyone who doesn't know, and probably everyone here doesn't know, we had a YouTube channel previously called Unstructured, which we kind of recorded podcasts on. What else did we do? Like vlogs,
random challenges,
random
it was
stuff.
just good content, like overall just good content.
Yeah, just friends kind of coming together and having a laugh. And we kind of started it when during COVID, during the COVID periods, and we were just like, let's see, just have a little chat and talk about COVID and all of that. And then we ran the half marathon, and then we were like, fuck it, half an hour later, let's go back home and record.
Let's go. Yeah. Sore as shit, and let's just record a video.
That was fucking good.
That was good.
No, since then I've kind of explored and tried to expand my skills in other like careers. So I've worked now in social media. I've worked hands-on with horses, and it's kind of been a bit like.
What do you mean by that?
What? I'm not going to go into detail.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
Yeah, I've kind of dabbled in quite a few different things purely based on I didn't really know what it is I wanted to do. So I saw a video of 𝐷𝐕 say, if you don't know what you could want to do, then try absolutely everything until you find out what it is you do want to do. So I took that literally and have explored many different jobs. Currently working in a bar, which I find really good for me right now because it gives me a lot of free time to kind of work on this YouTube channel that I'm trying to create and build now. So I work there full time, and then in all the spare time I get, I'm trying to kind of focus on this channel and hopefully could grow it. And you never know. I can't. When I first started the channel, I was like, would I ever fight? Do you know what I mean? Would I ever put myself on like a small creator card or something? Do you know what I mean? And now, now I'm like debating it. I'm like, could I see myself going on one of these small creator cards and then trying to get up to like a Misfits card or something? But I'm not too sure because everyone who has some sort of following in this kind of little space that we've got going on here in the YouTube boxing scene, everyone just wants to get onto Misfits. So I think, in my opinion, I'm like, everyone's a little cringe just going around going, I want mams, let me go on Misfits, etc. But that's the one thing I didn't want to be in it. I didn't want to be that kind of person. But now I'm like,
bro's just out in the whole Twitter space. Holy fuck. It was meant to be a catch-up thing, bro. Just added the fucking whole Twitter space. Hey, yo, all of you hold that, you little fucking cringe lords, bro. Oh, @mams, please, I really want to get on Misfits. Hold that. Fuck you all.
I didn't really need to go in like that, but still.
Nah, do it, bro. That's fucking jokes. That's what this podcast is for. Fuck it.
Yeah, man. I'm just speaking what I think, because that is what I think. I think it's a little like just work on your shit, and then if the opportunity comes to you, then you do it. You know what I mean?
I definitely want to touch on like what you said about like trying different things out when you reference 𝐷𝐕. I think that's very important, and I obviously know you. Like, I think that is good that you have done that because you have explored a lot of different avenues, which, you know, a lot of people, which I'm so surprised to. Like, sometimes I speak to people and they just don't like trying new things.
Yeah.
And like it's so weird. Like people like me and yourself, like we try new things all the time. I couldn't imagine not trying like multiple avenues. You know what I'm saying? Especially job or career wise. Like people are so comfortable in one job, right? Fair enough. Like if you want to live that life, you want to be comfortable, absolutely fine, as long as you're happy, blessed. But bro, I feel like you do have to explore some stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Well, I think your time comes at a certain job, right?
Do you think? Oh,
right. I think so. No,
yeah, got
no,
it.
as in more as in like what more can you get out of this job?
Yeah.
In a self-development way. What more can you get out of the current job and situation you're in? If there's a ceiling to it, if you can see the ceiling, then maybe it's time to move on and expand that. And then the ceiling gets higher and higher and higher. But so many people just stay in the job they've been in for since like 16, 17 or whatever. And that ceiling just stays the same the whole way. So,
which once again, look, it's completely fine to do. Like, I understand why people do it, but I know why you're doing it. And I think the same. It's because we think very differently. Like I couldn't imagine staying in the first job that I started in, because that is just an L.
Yeah.
But you know, that's what separates the 1% and the 99%. You know what I'm saying? In the most respectful and humble way, that's exactly how it is. Like,
yeah, you're right. So go on then, give us a little rundown of what like has been happening with you since we ended the channel, and with the current channel that you've got, like what aspirations you got with it.
Yeah, I mean, similar to yourself, I've sort of dabbled in a few different things. Maybe not job-wise. I sort of stuck to the same job, which is just retail, just a little Sainsbury's job. But it's similar to your bar work. It gives me plenty of time to work on what I'm currently doing, which I will get to. But since the last podcast that we did, I mean, we both ran another marathon, a half marathon after that. I went abroad for the first time, and I went to 2 holidays. So I went to Tenerife in 2022, and then we went to Iceland this year, January. So that was pretty cool. It's just nice to explore different cultures and different countries. Like it's just great. Like once you come out of like where you live and go to another country, it's a beautiful, and it just opens your mind. And I'm like, fuck, I want to leave, bro.
Oh, that's it, innit? You get the travel bug.
I'm like, bro, why do I live here? Like, what am I doing?
Fully.
I can fully see myself moving to Iceland, but we'll get to that another day.
But I wonder why. It's a beautiful country, man. It's a beautiful country.
Beautiful country. What? That is 50% of it. No, that's 40%. No, that's 80% of it. No, that's 20% of it. That's 20% of it.
Yeah.
What else? I've been learning mixing and mastering with the music, and you know, I've still been uploading weekly TikTok verses, slapping on mute. And no, the reason I say like with the mix and master and the TikToks together is because the reason I have been so consistent with getting better at mixing, writing, and just like making music in general is because of the TikTok verses. So because I do it weekly, it's keeping me like consistent, and I'm gradually getting better and better. I brought out a couple more songs since then. I shot a music video in Iceland.
That was cold.
That was cold.
Quite
I see what you did there. Shout out to Dan for filming it. What else, man? There's I don't know. As a person, I would say I've massively grown as well. Mindset wise,
height wise.
Probably height wise a little bit. Now that I do a bit of yoga, do you know what I'm saying? Like my spine stretches out a bit more. I feel like with age as well, like we're not that old, but I do feel way mature for my age sometimes.
Yeah, no, I get you. I feel like a lot of people our age, then it's weird to say, innit? It's weird to say, but I do feel like we're a lot maturer than
I'm gonna say it straight. We don't think the same as I think our age, because like we don't. Oh, I quit drinking as well, which I know the podcast we did anyway. But anyway, I'm still not drinking. Do you know what I'm saying? Like even something small like that, quitting drinking. You're completely different to the majority of people our age. They're all going out clubbing, they're all going partying and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to go partying, I'd love to do all that clubbing stuff, but it just secretly, it just doesn't like interest me anymore. Like what is more interesting, I actually thought about it today at work, is what is more interesting to me is going home, going to the gym afterwards, and then recording a video for my channel. That's what interests me now. Or go for a run.
Same with me,
like,
man.
I have no interest of going to a club,
Yeah.
Maybe go to a party because it's a bit more social, but clubbing and drinking in general is just, I think, a massive L. You guys have been telling me to like jump on the YouTube stuff a bit more because you think that I'm all right at music, but you think I'm a better content creator, which I am definitely agreeing with now that I've seen the content that I've created. So on my YouTube channel now, I have a series called Fatal Finds. One, build that connection with the artist because, you know, I'm still a very small, you know, independent artist myself, and I would like to make some more connections in the music industry. So I thought if I promote their music, and no one's going to say no to you promoting their music for free. Like, the music industry is so stuck up and it's such a shame. Like, everyone sticks to themselves. They're not interested in fucking helping others. They just want to earn money, which, look, I completely understand, but that's not how you're going to get big. You're not going to be able to post a song and be like, oh, please listen to my song. No one cares about you, big man. No one cares. No one's going to click that. And I have learned that. I've learned that the hard way. So what I'm trying to do is build a series, promote, you know, artists, and actually listen to new music, because that's something that I don't do. I need to start expanding my music taste and listen to new artists, listen to new genres. And this is what this series is doing for me. And so far, like, you know, the artists that I've promoted on, they're loving it. And it's nice to see, like, because usually they wouldn't message me back, these type of artists too. So it's quite a nice little connection that I have. And it's also like you know, later on down the line, say if they do blow up, which some of them do, I think some of the artists that I've made a video on will blow up and be a big artist. They'll look back like fucking years to come and be like, oh, I remember this Fatal guy that promoted my thing. That was sick. And then who knows, that connection could help me elevate too. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll promote other people's, build a connection while growing myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's as a collective. And, you know, on the YouTube, I'm also just doing a reacts. So I've joined the hype. I don't care what anyone says. It gets views. I'm trying to fucking make money from YouTube. So I've had enough of making free entertainment for people. I'm sick and tired of it. I want to start getting fucking peas for it. I've had enough of it. So yeah, man.
I like that, man. So what's the long-term goal then? Is it still music or is it YouTube?
I think music, to be honest.
Yeah.
Music, but I'll still be doing YouTube. So like, which we've had a discussion off camera, but I'm gonna use the YouTube to, similar to how KSI, and this is how you were gonna like probably reference it too, is like similar to how KSI grew. He started off with just the YouTube, you know, and look how big he got to YouTube.
Yeah.
Then he started making music, wasn't that good, carried on growing his YouTube, then boxing, blah blah blah, and then now he's making #1 hits. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's the sort of, obviously I want bigger numbers than KSI, like, I will get it. I want bigger numbers than KSI, but I'm also going to copy what he did. I'm also going to like grow my YouTube, grow the TikTok, and then, you know, over time try and like channel it to the music.
Bro's copying and pasting KSI.
Bro's copy and pasting and Control-C, Control-V in it, because I want double his views. I want double his streams. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you realize how fucking tough that is? I don't think you actually realize how big of a task that is for you.
The bigger the task, the longer it would. Wait. What?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. That's staying in as well.
Okay, that's fine.
That's a good one, bro. I'll remember that quote.
The bigger the task, the harder it is.
What do you mean by that?
And the harder the task, the more motivated I will be to try and achieve that task. And when I achieve that task, how grateful I was to put in the hard work towards the hard task.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
What's your long-term goal for your YouTube?
To be fair, I haven't really aired much. I haven't even said it to myself what I want to do with this channel yet. But I really, really find passion and excitement from this YouTube boxing scene. Like, it's so interesting to me. I just sit there and kind of analyze the fights, and you know, there's another card coming up soon and stuff like that. So I'm always going to do content surrounding this. I try and base and replicate Wade's model quite well that he does on his channel. But ultimately, I don't want my channel to be solely about that in the future. I think right now it's a good platform to do so. and a good baseline and foundation. But I would like to be kind of a generic style YouTuber if life works out in a good way. That would be the ideal, I think. Like there's something exciting happening at the end of this year that I would love to do vlogs and stuff on. I've got a second channel which I used to post vlogs and stuff on, but I would love to do that properly. More podcasts and stuff like that. I think YouTube helps me be a real person and kind of actually dive inwards into myself a little bit more, a bit of self evaluation, because it's just me and the camera talking. Do you know what I mean? It's no one else here. I'm not trying to fucking, you know, there's no audience right now. So it helps me speak my truth and what I think is good and bad about certain things. And if people like that, they like that. I'm not too fussed right now, but the goal would be to kind of establish myself as a good YouTuber. But I know it's going to take a lot of work.
I mean, we're both on the same page with that. And I think once we establish ourselves within YouTube, I think then we will both expand out on, you know, fucking multiple things.
Yeah.
But I think like you said, a good baseline for both of us, especially if like the goals that we have is to establish ourselves in YouTube.
Yeah.
And I think we're going the right way about it. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah, I think so.
It just takes time.
So speaking then of exciting things that could be happening coming forward, right?
Yeah.
We saw this advert come up on our social medias the other day about this competition to potentially win I think it's 4 or 5 days in Finland,
bro,
which is mental if you actually can get that. Finland is ranked the #1 happiest country in the world.
Say less.
I know, right?
Say less. Let me go. Like.
And I think the idea behind this kind of competition that they're running is to try and spread that message a lot more as well. Like, we are the happiest country. We're going to try and give you a nice little experience here that's going to show you all about our culture, and here it is, kind of thing. So they're giving away, I can't remember how many places they're giving away, but when we both saw this, we were like, we have to enter this competition.
We got to try. You know what I'm saying? It's free. We got to try.
Exactly.
God loves to try us, so let's give it a
try. And I think the good thing about us is that we really respect and appreciate different cultures, different scenery. Like we've been away twice with each other. Pause. And
there's gonna be so many pauses in this, bro. This whole podcast series is just gonna be pause. What did you say?
Pause. And I think, you know, we both don't drink. You've been on no drinking for a long time now. We don't really do much of the social clubbing and partying as such. No, we're more people who will love to go and explore a new place, drive to a new area and take it all in. Do you know what I mean?
A good example of us, like when we went to Tenerife, bro, we literally got up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning just to go up a fucking mountain, just to look at the whole of Tenerife. Do you know what I'm saying?
So good, like, as well. Yeah, we'll insert some pictures.
Insert pictures. And then obviously Iceland. Do you know what I'm saying? We went to a national park.
Yeah.
And bro, look how nice it is. Like, look at all these images. But like Dan is saying, we're way more interested in like exploring new places, looking at nature. For some reason, we're both so fascinated just looking at nature, having a little coffee with us or something, or like a herbal tea. We're just going for little walks. It's just, and I don't know about you, but well, I do know about you because we have the same sort of thing. But when I'm out in nature, like, I feel like not only like happier and freer, but especially if I want to go do something afterwards, like after we have like a little walk or go to somewhere, I'm so up for doing something. Like I'm so like up for putting my full energy into, you know, a video or a song or something. It's something, it's energy. That's what it is. Like it gives us like this like beautiful energy that like wants us to create like the best out of us, you know what I'm saying?
More energy than just the 3 or 4 cups of coffee we have a day.
Yeah, but don't hold that. That's fine. Look, that's our inner finish.
That's very true. I think it's finished. Yeah, I think it's finished.
Our inner finish, like finish. Sorry, like if I'm fucking it up, but that's it. We have, mate. Okay, let's go records of how many coffees in a day. I think I've actually had 5 or 6 coffees in one day.
5 or 6. I think I've probably had 4. I think I've had 4. I know.
Pathetic. Sometimes I have 2 coffees back to back as well. I just
back to back.
Yeah. Oh no, like I drink it and then like 10 minutes later I go get another one. That's not that bad, is it? Or is it? Oh,
maybe it's not in Finland. Maybe it's not in Finland.
No, like I just really enjoy the taste. Like I even drink decaf sometimes because I just enjoy the taste of coffee.
It is a really nice thing.
It's so fresh, but it's so addicting. Like I can't stop. I need help.
Yeah, that's true.
Please.
And I think,
please, I need help. I can't stop. I'm addicted to coffee.
This trip, seeing as we went to Iceland, right, which is I think rated number 3 in the world for the most happiest country.
And I back that.
Yeah,
number. Bro, everyone was so nice over there.
Yeah, literally. Blue Lagoon. We went to Blue Lagoon. We done Sky Lagoon, which was by far my favorite, which was crazy.
Yeah, look, Sky Lagoon, bro. We went to fucking. Oh my god, it was so sick.
Sky Lagoon was unbelievable. So yeah, I think seeing as we've been to the 3rd best country in the world, I think it's only right that we go and visit the happiest country in the world.
An upgrade.
That's it. Go and see what their culture's like. Go and take it all in. And I think that would be great. I think that's I'm trying to do a serious segment.
Yeah, but it's better like this. It's better.
I know. We'll leave it in. Yeah. Yeah. I think we would really appreciate and love what Finland has to offer just because of our personalities and the people that we are. So Finland, please let us in.
please. And we can make content out there as well.
That's very true.
Make a sick vlog. Like if anyone's watched, like if you haven't watched Dan's vlogs, like on his other vlog channel, I highly recommend you do it, because the vlogs that he does over like in different countries are so sick. And imagine if like we were both like in a vlog creating it together, we could actually make a sick vlog.
It'd be so good.
And it'd be good for if Finland want to promote, like their happiness, which I didn't even know about this until the advert that you showed me, that they're the happiest country in the world. Let's get some content creators out there then, like get us out there, let's make footage. Even if we have a small audience, yes, fair enough, but sometimes the smallest channels can promote the best things like in different places, because they're not looking at the most luxury things. We are going to be put into a place and just to look at nature and just to enjoy Finland. Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
bro, let us out there, man. We can make sick content, we can promote the happiness, and not only that, actually experience the happiness. So please, man, please,
I agree,
bro.
Please, Finland.
please, I really want to go. I just want to tick off Scandinavian countries too. Like, I'm going to go to all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sweden next.
Why do you want to go to Sweden?
The women. The beautiful, gorgeous women. Like, I'm not beating around the bush right here. Look, it goes the beautiful blonde women, and then it goes the scenery. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's the scenery. There's a scale to this whole thing, bro. Look, respectfully, humbly. Look.
Yeah, that's the one. Anyway, that's the reasons that we want to go to Finland on this experience. And we'd highly appreciate it if we were the lucky 2 to be chosen. This podcast is going to be kind of a little bit of a laid back ting, as they say.
Laid back ting,
a laid back ting. And we're kind of just going to record an episode whenever we feel like there's maybe a lot to talk about, or we kind of haven't had a catch up in a while. So it's not going to be like a regular thing, like every Friday you get a podcast, etc. It's going to be kind of whenever we get some time to record one.
We don't want it to be like stressy or nothing like that. We want it to be quite relaxed and like laid back. Like, don't get me wrong, me and Dan would love to pump out fucking podcasts every single day, but there's just no point, because then we will lose the love, and you'll notice that the content will not be as good as we started.
I think it's more of the fact that we just don't want to for something that's not there.
Yeah, yeah, it is majority
if that makes sense.
Yeah. That is true.
Like, there's no point trying to create a long form video just for the sake of it, because we have to meet one for a certain day, and then we're sitting there with nothing to say to each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want that. I'd rather, right, this thing's happened. Do you want to get on a podcast today and chat about it and see what you think, kind of thing, rather than shit, we need to upload one today, otherwise our schedule is fucked. So
that's one thing we learned from doing on the previous one, is because it was mandatory, we had to do it every Friday. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's nicer this way, I think.
I think so too. Yeah, it's more natural, more real as well.
So we're not sure how often, but just, it'll be up on our channels. We're going to be posting it on my channel and Dan's channel. So then obviously his audience gets to watch it on his side. My audience gets to watch it on my side. And, we hope that you enjoy it, obviously, which you will. You know what I'm saying? It's a good duo. We're a good duo for a podcast.
Yeah, man.
We can waffle. We can waffle. I'm telling you that. What is the reason for us doing this, though? Like, why are we making a podcast?
Why? It's just another form of content, really, isn't it? I mean, we've done one before.
True.
And I think if we really want to nail our goals this year, right, we have to be putting more content out. It's kind of just that black and white, I think. If we want to get to where we want to get to, if you want higher numbers than KSI, if I want to be YouTube to be my full-time job eventually, content has to go out. And podcasting is a really interesting way of learning about people. You can literally sit down, whack your headphones on. If you're on a bus to work in the mornings or on the way back from work, you can listen to it, you can whack it on in the car. But it's a really good way to learn about people and learn new things and kind of broaden your minds. And I think us two, we have a lot of good chats with each other, like when we're just on a drive or something, that I think would add a lot of value to people's lives if it was put online and people listen to it. So
I agree.
Yeah,
that was actually a good way to put it.
You sound surprised.
No, I'm not surprised. I was just like listening to it and I was like, that is yeah, no, that's a sick way to put it. I'm not even gonna cap.
Yeah, I think because I really value the conversations and stuff that we have when we're out and about. I feel like we could help a lot of people.
I agree. No, I do, especially with some of the chats, like, and the advice that we give each other, like without all the cameras and stuff, the advice and the motivation we give each other, like, and it's not even just each other, like everyone else, our boys around us, our family. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it is gonna help, like you said, and add value to hopefully people's lives, because that's what I would like to do, and I think you would feel the same. Is like, if we could put a bit of content out there, whether it's a podcast or a message or some sort of motivation, and it can actually genuinely help someone, like completely switch their life around in a fucking great way, then bro, like that would mean the world to like us. And I think, this podcast is definitely gonna do it. So expect some motivation, expect some inspiration, expect all of that, bro, because that's what we're about. And it's like, I want people to know, like, this is actually us. It's not just like an online appearance. Like, this is real life. This is what we do. Like, so.
Yeah. And I think that's the good thing about podcasts, is that it gets your personality across more, right? Because you can just chat to someone else either in person or on a call like we are, and you can kind of understand them a lot more and what they stand for and their values and all of that. Whereas some of the other content that we may do, like reacts or like the YouTube boxing stuff that I do, it's hard to kind of really understand who that person is.
Yeah.
Because it's talking about a specific topic or something like that. So yeah, I think why not?
And it gives more diversity in our channels too, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially mine. Mine's just, well, both of us actually. Yours is primarily boxing, mine's primarily music orientated.
Yeah.
And reacting. So adding a little bit of personality into it too.
Yeah. I like it. How about we wrap up today's episode then? We'll leave it on that note. I think it's been a good episode. Thank you guys for watching, viewing, and subscribing.
Yes, sir.
And from us, it's say less
and stay blessed.